Welcome in, my dear one. If you clicked on this video is for you. What your ex is thinking. I want to get started right away. So we are hopping right into our old trusty deck and we're going to start pulling some cards. I want you to imagine your ex. I want you to imagine this person. I want you to imagine your last interaction with them. I want you to imagine any words that come to mind. I want you to imagine their face. And I want you to imagine the feelings that you get when you think of this person. I want you to imagine all of that coming to the surface, the emotion of all of that. Feeling some strong cards coming through from our old trusty deck. And they're really, I'm going for a lot of cards. Let's see. So we have six cards getting us started. So right away we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Moon. We have the Five of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Empress. And we have the Hierophant. Let's begin. So right away, I'm getting a lot of strong messages. The first card that comes through is the Ace of Cups. So this is not over for this person. This person has not forgotten you. They have not let you go. Their emotions for you, they still overflow. New emotions for you are coming in. It wouldn't surprise me if this person was thinking about you a lot, because the aces bring in new opportunities, new things, new feelings about you. New things are starting to overflow their cup, and it is overflowing. So it is really a cascade going on within them. Whether they've reached out to you, whether they haven't, your presence is still very much in their life. They're very much holding on to a lot of feelings, and a lot of good feelings, strong feelings, love feelings, feelings of heart space, just really just trickling over and over. Now with the Moon, I'm seeing that there is a secret here as well. So I'm feeling like your ex probably has some sort of secret that they've never told you, that they're holding things within them. This also sort of makes me think that they might not be reaching out to you, that they might really be keeping it to themselves, their feelings for you, the things that are important, the things that they left unsaid, that they've really not let it all go. And that there's also some vulnerability within them, something they might be afraid to disclose, something that they feel like might be a deal breaker, something might be too important to tell you, and that would cause some sort of rejection, which could have been the cause for things going awry in the first place, and is what's keeping them from reaching out now. Now we have the Five of Wands reversed. So this is interesting. I feel like they're really worried about the competition that might be going on for you. They know that you are a prize. They know that you're a catch. They know that there's attention on you. They absolutely feel like perhaps they can't even compete. Perhaps they can't even put themselves in the ring with the attention that is probably coming to you now. They're worried about it, and they feel inadequate in some way, unable to really be a force within this competition. The Page of Wands is coming in, and that's telling me that there is a message that they are sort of trying to deliver to you. And it might just be that they're energetically trying to deliver to you. It could be that they're actually sort of sending some subliminal messages your way, but there's something that they want to tell you. There's something they want to convey. It's full of passion. It's full of fire. It's something that feels like it's burning them up, that they need to be able to say to you, but they haven't worked up the way to say it. And probably some of this Moon energy is coming in and really hiding it. Now this Moon energy, I feel it could be the kind of secret, that's something that they've kept to themselves for a very long time, something that they might just really be holding within them for years even. So I feel like there are like big things and little things within that Moon energy. The little things being more recent, things that they don't, they're not willing to reach out and express to you now, like their feelings, like their emotions. But then there's also something big underlying that as well, a big vulnerability. The Empress popping up, which just shows me that they really do hold you in such high regard. They think of you as someone who is otherworldly, almost full of divine feminine energy, that you make things grow all around you, that you have this life force, that you have this ability to create life wherever you are, this fertility about you that's just spreading and growing, and that the world around you is better because it's in your presence, and that they felt better for being in your presence, that they felt better for your life force, for being within your presence, that you have a very powerful presence, a very womanly, powerful presence, feminine, I should say, not necessarily womanly, but very, very feminine presence. Now we also have the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant is telling me that there's a part of them that's maybe detaching in a sort of existential way, that they're taking some of their thoughts up a level. Now, this could get into, studying up on things. This could get into social norms, that they want to follow, what is socially acceptable. They don't want to be seen as stupid. They don't want to make a big gesture that's turned down and be sort of a social laughing stock. But I'm also really feeling this as a part of them that's just sort of cerebral, that's in their brain, that's in their mind, that's like a little detached, that they're trying to sort of problem solve from a space that's very mental and very, I want to say educated, that they're really, just sort of trying to pull information and figure things out through various pathways and various means of creating an idea of what it is they want to do, how they can do it, what the right course of action is, how they should be moving forward. All of that information coming in. So we're getting some very strong messages about your ex and how they feel about you. I'm not ready to leave our old trusty deck. I think we need to stay with our old trusty deck for a second. Our old trusty deck's really pulling through with some very clear messages about this person. So let's stay in this energy for just a moment and pull a few more messages about what they're thinking of you, about what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're going through. Now, I think I have 4 more cards here. I do. And this is what we've got. Hi, Queen of Swords. We also have the 2 of Wands. We have the Tower. And we have another ace. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, our Queen of Swords is so interesting to pull through here as well, because this just adds onto your assets, how precious you are, because we have the Empress, which is this divine feminine, glorious creative energy, that you're just growing things around you, this life force that you have. But that does not mean that you don't also have this sharp mind, that you have a truth within you. And this, I feel, could even come off as intimidating to this person, that they feel like they know how you think and how you feel about them, that they have preconceived notions about the way that you, the truth that you hold. Perhaps some words were shared between the 2 of you that have left them in this space, and you felt so knowing and so sure and so planted in your belief about what should be and what should not be, and what they want, what you want to do, and perhaps that you want something other than them. But there's some very strong energy about you that is at once a little intimidating, but also it is, sort of exalted as well. They're really impressed. It's also inspiring. It's also part of what they makes them feel all of those bubbling over, overflowing feelings about you, about what's created that for them. Now we also have the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Wands is telling me, and I feel like this is a little bit of a departure, that there's a part of them that wants to travel. And I mean this in a way that there's a part of them that wants to detach from all of this, that they've really been living in a space still with your memory, with your presence, that they have not let go of your energy. They've not let go of your presence. You probably feel that as well. And there's a part of them that wants to move away from it and just distract themselves. And this could be physical travel, but this could also be a sort of mental travel of trying to figure out a way to mentally travel away from your memories, from your feelings, from your thoughts. So there's a part of them that really wants to start putting some distance in some way, that they want to take a break from it because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to move forward. And there are these insecurities that are popping up, and these feelings about having to make this bold step of revealing these secrets that they've been holding on to for so long. And then they've got these intense feelings and emotions for you. And it's a lot, it's overwhelming. And so there's a part of them that really just wants to detach from that. And you might, sort of see or hear and and that might make you feel like they've really actually let you go. And they've actually, that could even be dating somebody new, traveling into a new sort of relationship, but that does not mean that they have let you go. So we also have the Tower. Now the Tower is telling me that this energy also does not feel like it's an energy that's happening to them. It feels like an energy that they want to step into, that they are interested in doing something huge, doing something big, making a big thing. There's a part of them that sort of wants to make a big gesture towards you, but also a part of them that wants to have this destroyer energy, and kind of just wants to light everything on fire and burn it all down and do something huge. And this could be that they're like contemplating a job change or moving to a different place or a different city, or doing something that's so upheavally, something that really moves them to a completely different space from where they have been, that they can remove themselves from you. And that is the power of your energy. Power of your energy feels like that they can't go on with life as normal. Life as normal right now is a little bit tortured because of these juxtaposing feelings. And there's a part of them that's like, I think I just have to burn it all down. I need to just, jump ship and start all over again somewhere new. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles coming in, and the Ace of Pentacles, this feels like a softer feeling to me. Again, Ace is bringing in those new things, and this is open-handed, that there is a softer part of them that just really wants to reach out and tell you how much they value you, and tell you that they're really thinking of you, and that they're really feeling about you, and they're really holding all of this very precious in a softer sort of way. And even if it is softer, it is still so deep. It is such value that they see in you. It is such incredible value, so holding you so precious, that there is something so precious about what you had, so precious about what you felt together, that there is something that is really overwhelming to them, in something in a softer way, not as opposed to like a big gesture sort of feeling. Whoa. Okay, yeah, should we get into your energy? Let's get into your energy. I want to get into your energy, and I want to see how you feel about just where you are. So first, I just want to pull a few cards for where you are, not necessarily where you are with this person or in this previous relationship, not even about what you need in this situation with this person, just about you. So I'm only pulling 3 cards. These are just about you, and I pulled the World, I pulled the King of Wands, and I pulled the Death card. Ooh. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing that, first of all, in your energy, you are in a transitional phase. Your growth is unbelievable. You have grown in so many ways, possibly because of this. Possibly this instigated and was a catalyst for a huge transition for you into a new space of your life, a new part of your life where you're now seeing things differently. You had this moment where you understood things, and now you're moving through life in a new way. But there is this transition that's happening with you that is, it is otherworldly, it is beautiful, it is joyful, and it is powerful. You have the ability to really, truly have some powerful things transpire in your life right now. That this is a time where things can really change, manifest, grow, become different, where you can become a more joyful version of yourself. You can dance through this, and it will be easy. It will be like things are just floating to you. You are so magnetic. Things are just dropping in for you. With our King of Wands popping in here, I am feeling like there might be another person in the picture for you. And this does not feel like this person's energy. It could be this person's energy. This could be your ex's energy, but I feel like there's an outside force that's pulling your attention as well. So I do feel like there's somebody else that you might be interested in. There might be somebody else that your eyes have really gravitated to, and that there's, even if it's not an actual person and it's just a set of what you want, knowing what you want, and this your soulmate, your person, that there's this jar, if you will, of qualities that you're really interested in having, and there's something that's really pulling you towards that. This is someone who is unstoppable, who knows their mind, who is passionate, who is ferocious, who does feel like they can compete. Not only do they feel like they can compete, but they are fierce about it. They have a lot of masculine energy. They're not afraid. There's something that's very not afraid, which does tell me that your ex, this person with these sort of fears that are around them, that could be something that's very unattractive to you, and that might come through to this person. So if you were interested in getting back with this person, there might be a part of you that has to accept them with their fears, accept them with their insecurities and their vulnerabilities, in order for them to feel safe enough to really open up to you. Because there might be a part of you that is kind of rejecting that really wants someone who is unafraid, who is bold. And that's not to say this person doesn't have the capability of leaning into those qualities, to be unafraid and to be bold. But at this moment in time, their energy, it's housing some of that vulnerability, housing some of those insecurities. This is that unstoppable energy. This is this powerhouse masculine energy, fiery, passionate, purposeful, knowing their mind, going after what they want, knowing what they want is you and going after you, which again does feel a little antithesis, a little, to what is going on with this person. Because this person obviously has all these feelings and emotions for you, but they're really not going after you. They're holding back. They're, they're trying to think about disassociating, trying to think about that like mental travel, trying to travel away, think about burning it all down rather than going after you the way that you really want to be gone after. Now we also have the Death card here. So this tells me that you're putting something important to rest. And I don't know that it's this previous relationship. I feel like it could be something else, that there's something else that's been very important for you to let go of, that you are finally letting go of. There is something that's been very important for you to release, to put in the ground, this could be a part of your personality. This could be a past experience that was traumatic for you. This could be something that was a loss to you, something that you needed to grieve over. But there is something here that's telling me that you are in the process of really letting go of something big, heavy, that's been so hard for you to move on from, to come back to life to. That it's been difficult for you. It's been like a death. It's been like a complete, a loss of something that was important. Even if it was a habit, that habit was important to you. That habit was a part of your identity, or it was a coping mechanism that helped you through certain periods of time. It felt like a friend. Whatever that is, that you're starting to do that important work. And I'm loving that for you. I'm loving where your energy is. I want to do want to take a look at you as your energy pertains to this person, to your ex. So this isn't about you two together, your potential. I'm going to pull cards for that as well. This is not about that. This is not about your potential together. This is about your energy with this person and towards this person. And this is about you and your energy, not the two of you together. So I'm pulling 3 cards for that. Now I have the 3 of Wands. I have another 3. I have the 3 of Swords. And I have another 2 of Wands. Remember, I pulled a 2 of Wands for him and his energy. So this is very interesting. So you, as it pertains to this person, I'm feeling like some similar things are going. So first of all, I do see that this broke your heart, that there is a part of your heart that is pierced, that is broken because of what transpired between the 2 of you. Perhaps you could feel all of his intense feelings for you, and perhaps he left because stepped out, whether you broke it off or they broke it off, but perhaps they stepped out because they weren't willing to reveal this, sort of secret thing that they were holding so close, these vulnerabilities or their insecurities. But whatever happened hurt you. And it hurt your heart deeply, no matter where you are in the process of feeling for this person. And these cards are not telling me really how you feel about this person. They're just telling me about sort of where you are in this process, just that you've been heartbroken over it. And this isn't healed. This is popping up in the cards. This is not gone. This is here. This is active. There is hurt in your heart because of what happened with this person. This is also telling me we have the 2 and the 3 of Wands. So with the 3 of Wands, I'm really feeling like there's part of you that is really looking back over this relationship. There's part of you that's really trying to figure things out. What went wrong? What went right? What was good? What was bad? What should have changed? What should have been different? Just really thinking over memories. You can't stop thinking about it. You keep coming back to review it. Maybe you keep even really sort of looking into this person again. But there's a lot of you that is focused on this person still. Now we have the Two of Wands, which, like I said before, this is a repeat card because this person also had the Two of Wands in their energy. And that feeling of sort of distraction or just wanting to travel away from it all. And I feel the same thing with you, that there's a part of you that's really been trying to just travel away from all of this. Move on by maybe, affixing your energy towards this King of Wands, perhaps moving your energy towards the letting go of something old, fixing your energy towards the movement in this transition. But there's a part of you, maybe this is physical travel. You're thinking about taking a trip to really get this off your mind, to, just sort of shake it all for a little while, get somewhere new, get a fresh perspective. Or you're thinking of dating someone new or something that just travels you away from this relationship. So there's a part of you that's really looking for a way to travel away from this, to move on, to move away from this. Now, I'm going to put both of those down. I'm going to grab our gold deck to look at the energy of the two of you together. So first, before I look at the potential of what could be coming in your future with the two of you, I just want to look at what was. So what was between the two of you? What was between the two of you? What was between the two of you? And I'm feeling this is 3-card pull as well. So, we have the Ten of Swords. My goodness. We have 6 of Cups. And we have the Moon. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm really feeling so many feelings and emotions on his end. And I don't know that I'm feeling all those same feelings and emotions on your end. I'm certainly feeling the heartbreak now, but we'll take a look more into that. So let's see first what the cards are telling me about what was between the two of you, that there was something absolutely stopping. This is the Ten of Swords. This is a card of completion. This is, look at it. There are 10 swords sticking out of this person's back, really just on the ground, incapacitated. This is an incapacitating feeling, that there's something that happened here within this relationship that made it so that you two couldn't really function. You had to end this. This needed to come to an end. There was a stopping point where you couldn't move forward. You couldn't move. It was just, it had to come to a natural end at that point because someone wouldn't move forward, someone wouldn't reveal. And really what I'm seeing also with the Moon popping up here, which was the 2nd card pull in his energy, is that whatever this vulnerability is, this secret is, this thing is that he's not willing to share. And whether that's him not willing to share his feelings, having something that happened in the past that's keeping him from being able to express his feelings and how much he feels. Whatever that is, whatever that secret is, I really feel like this is part of what brought this all to an end, that incapacitated this, because that really stuck out between the two of you. So you definitely felt this. Not that you necessarily know what it is, because you might be able to get feelings of it from your intuition or have an idea from your intuition, but they really just weren't willing to reveal things. Now we also have the 6 of Cups here, which tells me something softer, that there were a lot of feelings and emotions between the two of you. There was a feeling of being known, that you knew each other really well, that you had heart space for each other. It felt familiar, like you've known each other before, like you spent so much time together, whether you really did or not. There was a feeling of comfort. There was a feeling of coziness, of shared experience, of just really of heart space, of feelings and emotions that were shared between the two of you. Now, I do want to look into the future of this. What would be the future of this if you decided to sort of shift to this energy and you wanted to change the vibration to step into this as a relationship again and reignite things, if they did too and were willing to I'm not even gonna put that in there, that they're willing to get into those vulnerabilities, because I want the cards to tell us, because the cards might tell us that they're not willing to get into those vulnerabilities. But I want to ask just about the future of the two of you. What would the future of the two of you look like right now? So this is not, 60 years from now how you would end up. This is right now. If you got back into something with this person right now, what would that look like and feel like? What would that look like and feel like? What would that look like and feel like if you got back into something with this person right now? And I am feeling more than 3 cards. We've got 4, we've got 5. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Now, we do have the Queen of Cups upright. And we have the 3 of Cups. So if you got back into something with this person right now, I think there would still be a lot of indecision between the two of you. It would not immediately be clear if you should be together. I don't think it would feel immediately like we're both all in, both feet in, the Fool kind of energy. Like you're both just jumping into the ocean. It would feel like you're both undecided still. You're still unsure if this is the right thing for you. You both have a lot of misgivings and you both have a lot of trepidation, and you're not really willing to fully decide for each other right away, which could be very limiting. That could be very difficult to really build something on that kind of energy. Now we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Now we pulled the King of Wands in your energy, that this is something that I think you really want. You're sort of been looking at that King of Wands energy as something that you really want to pull in. The interesting thing is that getting back into this would dim down those qualities in you. So there would be a part of you that would, and I'm not saying it has to be this way, it just probably would naturally guide you to be this way. So this would be something to be careful of, actually, to be careful of dimming yourself down, being less powerful than you really are. And this could be just matching this person's energy. That is just that you're matching their trepidation, where you don't, no obstacles getting in the way. You are fiery, you are passionate, you are on your path, you're going towards what you want, and nothing is going to stop you from getting there. Your optimism, your capability, that there's a part of you that would dim down and this isn't masculine energy per se, but like your sort of darker feminine energy that's a little more, ferocious and fierce, and a little bit more masculine, a little more divine masculine energy, which we love. But that part of that would you pull back on. And now I do want to skip ahead to our Queen of Cups, because this is this juxtaposition. What would come forward for you if you step back into this would be more of a feminine, softer aspect of you, that your intuition would still be on high alert. I think you have a lot of intuition. I think you have a lot of creative power. I think you have a lot of inner knowing. And I think that would really be lit up. So the good news is, if you did step back into this, you would still very much be able to trust yourself, to trust the feelings that you are getting from this, that wouldn't be gone to you. That if you started getting feelings that no, this is never going to change, I'm never going to know what this vulnerability is, I'm never going to get the answers that I need from this person, we're never going to really fully move forward or completely choose each other, like that would be correct information if those feelings came for you. Or if the feelings came up that like, this is my person, I can trust the feelings of love and heart space, and that Ace of Cups that's coming through, that you could trust it just based off of your intuition, and your intuition would guide you, and you would know what to do, and you could trust yourself in that you wouldn't get lost in this if you stepped back in. Now we also have the 8 of Pentacles, which tells me that you as a couple would work towards this. So this isn't something you'd step back in and necessarily jump into the ocean with, but you would work diligently, both of you, to try to make this work. That you would try to show up for each other every day in a way that was productive, that was an investment in each other, that if you took it day by day, you could really build something together. If you took it moment by moment, you could really build something together. And then we also have the Three of Cups. So I do think also if you decided to reignite something with this person, there would be a lot of joy. There would be a lot of happiness. There would be a lot of moments of fun, of of laughing together, of telling stories, of eating good food, enjoying life together. And that doesn't answer those bigger things. There might be something still really missing with those bigger things, but your Queen of Cups self would be able to sort of suss that out and figure that out. And there is this this feeling that you would have this friend, this compatriot that you could laugh with and play with, and it would be a joyful experience. It wouldn't be all like fighting, or it wouldn't all be heartbreak. Okay, I'm moving to our clarity deck. So I'm moving to my white deck for a little clarity from your guides and angels, your higher power, from your higher self, whatever you ascribe to. I just want to ask, is this someone that you should be pursuing? Is this something that you should be looking into, or should you be going in a different direction? What kind of guidance are we getting from Source? So we have the Page of Swords, we have Death reversed, and we have the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so this is telling me that, first of all, Source, higher energy, whatever it is that you do ascribe to, there is a message coming in for you. And it will be coming through your intellect. It will be coming through your truth knowing. It will be coming through your mind, your brain. So you can look for a bolt of lightning, or a message that's coming through that you will intellectually know to be sound. And that you will feel it in your depth that is a truth. So look for a message. There's a message coming through about this and about this person. And if you get that message, I would love for you to come back here and you don't have to tell me what it is, although I'd love to know. But go ahead and tell me that you got that message. Now, and maybe you've already gotten it. And we have Death reversed. And remember, I pulled Death in your energy. And this is that big letting go that you've been doing, that you've been really moving on from something. And like I said, this could be a habit. This could be something that just really needed to go. Could be a trauma. Could be. Now, this tells me that you might reverse some progress with that letting go that you've been doing. That you've been making a sort of a freedom, a fresh break in this space that you're in now. You've been doing all this growing, you're having this enlightenment, and that a part of you might backtrack, that a part of you might decide like, no, I can't let that go. No. And it could just be that this person makes you want to fall into old ways of thinking, or old patterns, or old habits, or pick back up something that you put back down because now you're sort of a little stressed about it, or you're sort of back in a space that was familiar to that old feeling and that old thing. But it seems like there might be some progress lost. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't move forward, but it also does mean that if you do, you should be very aware that you still want to make progress with what you're letting go. It is a good thing that you've been letting go of it. So you want to be ultra careful as you move. Now we have the High Priestess reversed, which is a very interesting card to pull, as we've pulled our Queen of Cups. For you in this space of your energy with this person, that that you could really be in this intuitive space, this in touch with your feelings and your emotions, and really in that divine feminine energy. Now this tells me that there is also a part of you. So there's a part of you that will be intuitively lit up. And there's another part of you that will know that intuition, see that intuition, and there is a very strong chance you will not follow that intuition, that you will have a knowing that you choose or decide to ignore, to not follow. So the answers will be there, but you can trust that the answers will come up for you. It's just that you might not be able to 100% trust that you will follow the answers that are given to you, which is very tricky and very human. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's pull a card to, I hope this has been very helpful. I want to pull a card to close this out. And I want to pull a card from our Divine Feminine deck. I just want to give you a little sending off with our Divine Feminine deck to give you some energy that would be wise for you to step into, that would be helpful for you coming up here in the next few days as things percolate and simmer. And we have Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives me birth to the divine. I am blessed. My courage gives me birth to the divine. I love that. Be courageous. Let yourself give birth to the divine. Be courageous, whether that means stepping out into the unknown, whether that means stepping into something that is also unknown. Maybe that is letting yourself do that travel. Maybe that is traveling back into something with a person that you can't be 100% sure of. But be courageous. Let yourself give birth to the divine. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means the world to me. Please like this video. Also, let's drop an emoji below for that divine intuition and following your own inner guidance system. Let's drop some sort of compass below, like a compass or a north, south, east, west sign, or a map, whatever the emoji is that is available. I don't know if there's a compass emoji, I'm just guessing, but something of that nature. Let's drop that below. Just to say, hey, I'm here, I hear this, and I recognize this. I encourage you to take some notes, to, as soon as this stops, pull out your notebook, set a timer, and then just write. Just write. You don't have to stop and think and write. You can just let whatever comes out, come out. You are an intuitive human being. You do have deep intuition and deep inner knowing. And Queen of Swords energies, you're smart. You also have the sense of truth and intelligence. Use those tools together to write down what's coming up for you right now. You are precious to me. You are so precious. I love you. And I'm sending you love and I'm sending you light until I see your precious self again very soon. Mwah. Mia.